The latest estimates for the 2027 Social Security increase are moving in an unexpected direction. They're going down. This dip in the projected payout follows a cooling trend in the very prices that determine how far a retiree's dollar actually goes. For months, the projected cost of living adjustment, or COLA, had been steadily climbing. Driven largely by rising energy prices and escalating geopolitical conflicts, early estimates pushed the 2027 bump to 3.8%. A 3.8% bump would be the largest increase since the 40-year inflation highs we saw back in 2022. This chart tracks that upward inflation trajectory, and it shows the sudden break that happened in June. Core inflation, which strips out volatile categories like food and energy, cooled from 2.9% to 2.6%. Because of this cooling trend, that 3.8% target slips away. It looks like a massive lost payday for anyone relying on those checks. But accurately weighing the value of a smaller check requires looking at the specific math used to calculate these adjustments. Most financial news focuses on the Consumer Price Index for all urban consumers, or CPI-W. But Social Security uses a highly specific metric called the CPI-W. The broader CPI-U covers all urban consumers, but CPI-W is a narrower slice measuring urban wage earners. Social Security only pulls data from a specific window, July, August, and September. They average those months against the previous year, and the difference becomes your COLA. There is one baseline protection built into the law. If inflation drops to zero, or even goes negative, your benefits won't shrink, they just stay flat. The entire adjustment is a rigid, backward-looking math equation. It has zero awareness of how much cash a retiree actually needs to survive right now. When we run the turbulent data for 2027 through that exact formula, the reason for the initial spike and the sudden drop becomes clear. Tensions between the US and Iran rapidly escalated earlier this year, sending a shockwave through energy markets and causing a sharp spike in oil prices. That localized spike in energy costs flowed directly into the broader inflation metrics, artificially inflating those early COLA estimates up to that massive 3.8% mark. But before the official July to September window even opened, the June report revealed that core inflation, the baseline costs beneath volatile energy swings, was cooling down. Energy markets are incredibly volatile, though. A late summer escalation could push those numbers back up before the calculation is locked in. Ultimately, a high COLA projection serves as a signal for global instability and rising costs. The forecast measures economic stress, not financial health. A cost of living adjustment functions as a reimbursement rather than a financial gain. The payments represent a delayed accounting of the price hikes already absorbed at the grocery store and gas pump over the prior 12 months. Despite its stated goal of preserving purchasing power, the CPI-W chronically lags behind the real-world expenses that hit older Americans the hardest, like healthcare and housing. The numbers show the shortfall. Between 2016 and 2026, Social Security benefits actually lost nearly 14% of their true purchasing power. A 3.8% increase only occurs when everyday costs have surged so high that this 14% purchasing power deficit feels even deeper. A shrinking COLA, driven by falling inflation, protects a retiree's wallet more effectively than a larger check trying to chase runaway prices. The official number arrives in October, but right now is the time to plan based on true purchasing power, rather than just chasing a high COLA percentage. How are you adjusting your own budget for next year? Let me know in the comments below.